Fat Guy Squared.
Wait, you're offended? Go fuck yourself. Listen to something else. For those of you who want to be entertained, here's the podcast. And we're live.
Oh,
wow, that's
yes.
real fucking loud. Holy shit.
It is. It's awesome. I love it.
All right, whatever the fuck that is.
Kanye West is in the building.
All right,
Not really
well,
at all.
yeah, well, you know, if he was, we wouldn't understand him at all. Dude, you know what, man? That dude has lost his fuck. It's, you know what? It's the Kardashian.
The Kardashian
thing.
curse.
It's the Kardashian curse. There's something wrong with that vagina. I'm just saying. Though I'd still hit Kim. I don't. What's the youngest one? She's over 18, right?
Kylie?
Is that the youngest one?
Kylie's the young one that looks like Kim.
Sure. She's the young one, though, right?
Mhm.
All right, yeah, that's the one. She's over 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to figure that out before you
Always.
say it. Yeah. Yes, I'd hit that hard and fast, and she'd get the best. 13.
She just had a baby. She's engaged.
I don't give a fuck.
Thing about it is,
I'd show her how a real man falls asleep in 13 and a half seconds.
we're gonna have to do it on.
I'm not doing anything.
No. We're gonna have to on one of our live ones.
All right.
We'll have to do the butt comparison.
Say what?
So there's a lot of talk because Kim Kardashian has always said she has a real rear end.
That thing is fake as hell.
Yeah. So I want to do a comparison. We'll do this. We'll do a real amazing booty compared to a fake amazing booty.
Yeah, but then we have to decipher what a real and fake or whatever the case is.
Oh, I can easily sum that up.
I truly have. I don't like butts. I don't. I'm not a butt guy.
I think single-handedly best real natural is Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, no. Maybe 10 years ago. I'll give you that.
Dude, I don't care. She could be 85 and she's still looking amazing.
She's gorgeous. But to say that she's the best, I can't agree with that.
Dude, I don't know, man. She's my Jenny from the block any day.
She could be your Jenny all she wants.
I'm still Jenny from the block. Now I got a villa and I got a lot.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think my favorite ass, if I was going to look at any asses, I would have to go with, what's that chick from the Blurred Lines video?
Blurred Lines.
That's not even a song, man.
There it is. You know you want
What's that chick from the Blurred Lines video? The one who gets topless. What's her name?
She's the Russian.
Whatever the fuck. She's insanely hot. I'd hit that with your dick. I mean, that's how hot that is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Let me see. I'm getting it for you.
And I mean, she loves to get naked,
Emily
too.
Ratajkowski.
Yeah, that chick. I would make her my mama.
And you know what? Her boobs are so amazing considering they're natural.
Oh, they're so nice.
I'm blaming it on her being Russian.
I would do so many nasty things to her.
I had a conversation with my girlfriend.
Do I sound creepy when I do that? I would do so many nasty things to her. I sound kind of creepy.
Not at all, because in my head I'm going, oh my God, the things I would do. I had a conversation with my girlfriend about it, and she's like, I don't know, I feel like Russian women aren't attractive. And I'm like, that's not true at all.
Well, okay. The thing about other nationalities, whether they're Russian, Spanish, whatever the case is,
they all have their goods and bads.
They do. And Russian, I've only met a few actual Russian ladies, like, in my life. Mm-hmm. And they're all pretty, but they're fucking nuts.
My ex was Russian. You knew that.
Yeah,
right.
she was
nuts.
fucking nuts.
Nuts.
Like a Spanish woman, very pretty, very, very, right there. But when you do something wrong, she's up your ass. What is that thing called? A chakra? The fucking
Chakra, yeah.
It's a chakra, whatever it is. Oh yeah, now she'll fuck you up.
Yeah, me and the girlfriend were talking about it, and you have to weigh the ratio. So my ex, she was a very good looking woman, but she was too crazy. So that her crazy was so crazy that the good looking part of her didn't matter.
Do I gotta play that video about the guy in the ratios?
No, we're gonna have to do that one though.
That was great.
And it's true because
It's like a 15-minute. Okay, if she's this hot, she cannot be this hot because she's that crazy. And
And so my girlfriend mentioned, when I was telling about it, she's like, "Well, then what am I?" And I was like, "You're."
see, right there, you're looking for an argument.
No, I told her.
I would
told
just
her.
go, baby. I'm going deaf right now. I can't understand a word you're saying.
I told her, I was like, "Babe, you are so crazy. You are just you're hot and you're hitting that line. You're right before that point where you go straight crazy bitch." I was like, "You're not the crazy bitch. You're just crazy."
She reminds me of that chick that if you were to buy a pickup truck, she'd be in there with you, fucking going mudding and what have you. She reminds me of that type of lady. She would do it at least to try it out. Hey, we'll do it one time, and if I don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah, but the thing here's the thing about my girl. She's that kind of girl who's willing to try anything. But there's give and take with that.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and then you have the facts of life. The facts of life.
Who's that woman that cut her husband's penis off?
Lorraine Bobbitt.
Yep. All right. So if I screw up, that's what my girlfriend becomes.
No, I don't. I cannot see that. No.
Nope, she would.
You were wrong. I don't expect her to ever be that way.
Did I ever tell you about the IHOP story?
The IHOP story. No. Nope.
So we went to IHOP. Now my girlfriend, as you met, she's cute, she's innocent.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but she's an okay lady.
She's a sweet woman, and we went to. And I tell everybody this story because it makes me feel good. Okay, because
right.
if you're out somewhere and a girl looks at you in a certain way, and your woman looks at you like she better not. She
starts to get the bitch face going.
Yeah,
like,
you
did not.
In your head, you're like, babe, it's okay, calm down. But in the back of your head, you're like, damn right, that girl will fight to the death for me. So we were there, and I ordered an omelet, and the waitress. This was the second time we were there. The second time we had this waitress.
Oh, really?
And she goes, "I remember you." So you said that right off the bat.
No.
And me and my girlfriend were just like looking at each other like, "Yeah, I remember you too."
This chick's sitting there steaming.
And,
this motherfucker talks to my man again.
So
fuck her.
She walks away, and my girl goes, "Oh, well, she thinks she's friendly, doesn't she?" And I was like, "Yeah, she seems nice." She's like, "Yeah, she seems it. Let me tell you, she seems it." And I was like, "Yeah." So she comes back over, brings us the food, and she walks away, and she goes, "Oh, she put extra cheese on your thing, and you didn't even ask for it." "Oh, and she remembered the salsa you didn't even ask for that you're going to ask for." "Oh, she remembers." And so she walks away. She's behind us, and I'm talking to my girlfriend, just making funny jokes. And as I'm making a joke, my girlfriend's laughing, but the girl behind our booth, the waitress, behind her, she's laughing at the story I'm telling. She's part of it.
That can't be good.
So I look I pay the bill, we're leaving, and as we're walking out, she goes, "I swear to God." I said, "What?" She goes, "IHOP girl, she gonna get stabbed. I'm telling you right now, she's gonna get stabbed." I'm like, "Babe, it's not like that." She's like, "Oh, she thinks she's cute, Miss 5'0". Let me take my earrings off and we'll see who's cute."
Oh shit! You started talking about the earrings.
As soon as the earrings come off, it's deadly. So yeah, my girlfriend's a ride or die, and I love it. I love it so much.
All right, well, this fucking program stopped working. Sweet.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get my soundboards to work. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now about 10 minutes into the podcast, so we haven't even addressed the fact that this is a recorded deal.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, Nathan is on a vacation, double teaming some random hot dude in the middle of Vegas.
What?
With his father.
No.
They're keeping eye contact.
No.
They are. They straightforward eye contact.
I hate you.
It is what it is. You gotta love your dad for who he is. So this is a pre-recorded deal, and there's nothing really special about it. We're just talking about random shit.
So I have to defend my father in this matter.
He likes the eye contact.
The reason why he's saying this is because
I wasn't
weeks
invited.
ago-
Fuck him.
a couple weeks ago, I had my buddy Chris over, and we were talking about, me and my father were talking to Chris about how we're going to Vegas. And my father said, oh, they haven't seen people from Rhode Island. Trust me, me and him, we're going to give a Rhode Island sandwich.
Oh no.
And as I know how he meant it, and I knew that people would not think the same way that he's thinking, because when he said it, my friend's eyebrow went up, and he had that little lip thing going on, like what? Like Ernest went to jail, like that, like ugh. And so that's where we're at. Yeah. Can I just say, I didn't think that at any point in my life I would be having to explain any of on air.
Wait.
But I'm having to explain to the people that my father didn't mean make a Rhode Island sandwich.
That's it. We found the title of the show.
Rhode Island sandwich.
Oh my God. Oh, did it start working again? Maybe. Nope, not at all. You suck. You are a cock-licking whore. I hate you.
Yep, that's good. Why don't we concentrate on the podcast and not that?
Fuck you. I need my goddamn board.
Chances are it's probably your mixer, your volume mixer. You might have your internet down.
Oh, no. Sounds like I got something. Let me
Yeah,
see.
that's just your.
Let me see. Oh, no. Nope. See, worked that time.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
There you go. Also, a Rhode Island sandwich.
Gay!
I'm just gonna sit back, and I just want to make it clear, people. I bought this boy a sampler for
He
Christmas.
did.
That was
But
so stupid.
We just got it, and I haven't been able to set it up yet, so unfortunately I'm still using the old setup. But at least we still have... So, ladies and gentlemen, this is great. So, we're doing this podcast on a random Friday night, just hanging out, having a good time. And I made a meal.
Because we have no lives.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, let's go watch your movie. No, fuck you. I want to stay down here. Anyway.
I was contacting my friends, and I was like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, you don't want to see me? All right, cool. What about you? No, you don't want to see me either? All
I was
right.
the only one who went, dude, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. I called him up, and he was like, I have no friends either.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
great.
Do I spend time with my wife, or do I actually do something I enjoy?
Yeah. Let's weigh those options.
Yeah, So, anyway, I had just got back from the gym. My son.
Why did you have to say that?
Talk about a Rhode Island sandwich. My son worked me out pretty good.
You're talking. Why did you have to bring up the gym?
At which point I go, this.
Gay!
I'm sorry, but I want to be.
Oh, sexy girlfriend!
I got to get rid of this. You shouldn't have got the.
I'm really upset that you brought up the gym.
Anyway, so why does it matter if you're not ready to go to the gym? Don't
Well,
go to the
because you're
fucking
bringing
gym.
about I'm working out with my son, and here I am pounding back Carmelos on my diet.
Dude, that's not my fault. When you're ready to go to the gym, you'll go to the fucking gym. That's it. Don't feel all upset about it, mister. I like to eat chunky, fatty, shitty foods.
You know what I say about the gym? Hey, gay!
You won't be saying that when you see those asses at the gym. Oh, my good God.
I don't need to, because I have the most remarkable girlfriend in the world, and she's got one of them Portuguese booties.
Okay, wait.
Gay!
Wow.
All I want to tell him is,
Shut up!
and
Fuck you!
Are you good?
I love this thing so
14
much.
minutes into sampling.
I do. All right. Last time. And, when we're done here, I'm going to go get my wife hot and horny. I'm going to be like,
Leroy Jenkins!
that's right. I'm going to just,
And boom goes the dynamite.
that's, I'm going to start out with the,
Leroy Jenkins!
and unfortunately it's going to be,
And boom goes the dynamite.
I'm sorry. Because all I'm picturing when I see that, right, is I'm picturing just like as a guy, we're just about to finish and we say something special and we're like, boom goes the dynamite.
So the whole point of my story was
Oh, please, thank God, there's a point.
we got home and Nate called me. It was like, hey, I'm coming over. We're gonna do the podcast. It is what it is. So I decided I was gonna make a quick meal, and I decided to do something with pork chops. And my my oldest son was a big health nut. Goes, hey, we're gonna make some brown rice. We're gonna get this done real quick. And I went, how long do you think brown rice takes to cook? He goes, 5 minutes. I go, you're out of your fucking mind. How long do you think it's going to take?
I'll grab some brown rice when I'm leaving.
He says, all right, 15 minutes. I go, okay, that's fine. And already knowing what's going to happen. So I start from scratch. I make big, huge fucking pork chops. They're about an inch thick. They're good size boneless pork chops. And Nath shows up. I'm making it. We're having a conversation. We're talking. It takes about a half hour to cook everything.
Yeah. And what
Right.
you guys got to understand is Pat is like a Wolfgang Puck.
I wouldn't go that far.
He knows how to cook. He knows how to dibble-dabble
Yeah, well,
in the kitchen.
so thinking that we were going to have rice because my son said it would be 5 minutes, I didn't decide to make anything else as a side. I apologize. So I completely finished the meal, and I set the pork chops aside the rest. And fucking rice still isn't done. I go, fuck this. I grab a bag of rice. My wife likes to buy these side rices. It's like a chicken rice or something like that you cook on a stove. It takes all of 10 minutes. And so I'm cooking that, and we got that done, and we're sitting down, and we're having a meal, and the rice still isn't fucking done.
Nothing.
And we complete the meal, we clean up, we come downstairs, we start the podcast, and my wife texted me. Now, we're going on about 45 minutes. She just texted me 10 minutes ago saying the rice just finished.
That's good. That's good. Have a nice dinner, Joe.
So the point is my son is great at working out and
Let's just
going
stick
to the
that.
gym.
Let's just stick to that.
But him talking about time frames and anything outside of that is pretty hard. Pretty hard to swallow, really. I mean, so
Today was a good day. I came over. You were cooking dinner. You hear the first words that came out of someone in your family's mouth?
which was?
Joe's girlfriend said, "You look like you lost weight."
Oh, look at that.
And I was like,
You realize she's nearsighted, right? She
I was
doesn't
going to
keep
say,
her
and I'm
glasses
wearing a
on.
fat jacket. Like,
Yeah. Oh, your leg looks so skinny. All right, so let's do this. You ready? Let's fucking try this. I don't think it's gonna work, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to try it because my computer is special needs.
Here we go.
It has joined the Olympics, and it's going to win a medal, but I don't think it's going to be for speed or accuracy or just using it properly, rightly. So, as you can hear it.
Dude, I totally got a question.
It's time for the question of the week. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get back on track here. A couple weeks ago, we completely missed half of this, so I promise you it will be back. As soon as I get this fucking stupid sample board done, I shouldn't have the issue. Hopefully, we won't have that fucking stupid clicking thing. So, all right, we've done this in the past, but Nate's in a committed relationship now. He's been with her for a couple of months, and I asked him this once before he was with this particular lady, and he gave me an answer. So now I'm going to ask him again now that he's with the lady, and I'm going to actually input my own perfect date. And the question is, what is the perfect date in your opinion? So I'll start with you,
Okay.
and we'll go
So
back and forth.
what it was, just for the recap, what it was me and the girlfriend going out to eat.
Well, again, you didn't have the girlfriend.
Well,
This
me
is-
and the girl that I was taking out.
Yes.
We were going out to dinner. We had a bite to eat. We went either like bowling or play pool. I do a little slam bam, thank you, ma'am, kind of thing.
And, wait, do I got to go back to
No,
the-
don't go to the
Here we go. A slam man, thank you, man. Ah, fuck
goes the
you.
dynamite. And boom goes the dynamite.
He
and
just
boom goes the dynamite.
he's got
And boom
ADD,
goes
so
the
he just
dynamite.
keeps saying
And
it.
Jesus.
boom goes the dynamite.
It's not ADD. What is it? Tourette's. He's got Tourette's.
Nobody with Tourette's goes, boom, there comes the dynamite. Nobody.
That's not what it's saying, though.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
That's more Tourette's.
And
And boom goes the dynamite.
So now my dates with the girlfriend consist of her coming over, us going to the grocery store, we go shopping together, we grab stuff to make a nice dinner, come back to the house, we cook ourselves a dinner and watch a couple episodes of Sherlock Holmes.
oh Christ, you got her hooked on that fucking
And you
stupid
know,
show.
oh, thank you.
I fell asleep trying to watch that
She
thing.
watched the first episode. I said, "How was it?" She goes, "Wow, Pat has never been more wrong."
She's out of her fucking mind. You guys are all nuts.
All right.
You might as well watch Downtown Abbey and call it the fucking show of
Everybody-
the season.
I want reviews here. If anybody's listening, please tell us what you think of Sherlock Holmes, the BBC version.
You might as well just fucking call it now, man. Nobody's gonna admit to liking that show.
I have plenty of friends that love that show.
Oh, and they're all terrible people.
They're not terrible people. Jeez. So we watch a couple episodes of that. We lay in bed, and that's it. She goes home.
God, it sounds like the. So wait a minute.
Or if we want to get frisky, we go get a hotel room.
You know what? I'm not going there.
No,
We're not
going
having
there.
an
We're not going
argument. We're not doing
there.
it.
We don't want to go there because then the girlfriend's
No.
going to look at me and be like, "Oh, that's what kind of girl I am.
No. It has
Let me
nothing
take
to do,
my earrings off."
nothing to do with your girlfriend. It has to do with the other people involved about you having to get a fucking hotel room.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Oh, it'll piss me off. Anyway, you know what? I'm done. I'm done.
What-
Motherfucker. All right, so
what is your perfect date at this point? Just going to like the closest nursing home, hanging out?
you know, you get hooked up with the geriatric. I'm all about it. Hey, baby, what kind? You got Levitra?
Oh, is that Bengay you wearing, boo
Woo!
boo?
Yo, you knocking Bengay. I've had to wear it the past couple of days because my son and his goddamn workouts. I fucked my arm up for 3 days. I couldn't move it. I was stuck like this.
I don't know if you know this. You're old.
You know what?
Did you get the memo?
I'm not old yet. I'm not officially 40, so go fuck yourself. Well,
What-
you know what? Let me ask you a question. I'll get back to this question. What is the age that you officially feel you're old?
18.
That's the age. I mean, honestly.
Honestly, well, it depends. When I was, let's see, I'm 31. When I was 29, I had the heart attack. And when I got to the hospital, I had a heart attack at 29. I'm like, damn it, I am old as shit.
I think, I now that I'm as close to 40 as I am, I don't feel old. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I'm looking it up.
How old you feel?
Because I typed in what age is considered old.
Oh, Christ. Here we go.
Most developed Western countries set the age of 60 to 65 for considered being old.
Oh, good. Good. I got a couple of years.
But also states, however, various countries and societies consider the onset of old age as anywhere from mid-40s to 70s.
Well, I still got time. So
You got a couple of years.
I'm still young.
I'm hitting 32, which means you're hitting 40 in what, less than a month.
Well, when you hit it, I have hit 40, 24 hours ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea of a perfect date, and people are going to look at me weird. My wife and I do this all the time. We don't ever have a chance to physically go out and eat anything along those lines because we both work separate shifts and different companies and blah, blah, blah. So when we have, with the kids and with the house and this, that, we have very minimal time. And now that I'm going to school and doing the podcast and stuff like that, my time is even less so. And nothing wrong with it. It's just, life happens. You got to do what you got to do. But what my wife and I do, and our date usually consists of going food shopping. And, you look at me weird like that, but you got to understand something, Nate.
I'm sorry. I'm just picturing you just being like, baby, you want that mac and cheese?
No, what it is, and you've seen the video too. So what we do is we'll go to a store.
Oh, yeah. No, you straight up look retarded.
I will go like go to Walmart. And I'll give you an example. We just did this, what was it, a week ago, 2 weeks ago at this point. So what happened was my wife and I go food shopping and I try to make her laugh and do what I can to make her have a good time from it because we don't generally have any.
Just stand there. That's
It
funny.
That's not funny though.
It's funny as hell for me.
Well, you've never gone food shop. If you go with me, you'll walk away like, nah, fuck this. There's something wrong with this guy.
We went and got Halloween costumes before for your kids in the mall. We looked like 2 6-foot guys, 300-pound gay guys walking around with 3 kids.
Well, you got that half right.
Oh, don't touch me.
Anyway, so what this recent time is we were walking down a random aisle and I found one of those hobby horse stick things where it's the head of a horse and there's a stick sticking out the back and it's meant for little kids to act
like you're
they're
riding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was just randomly in an aisle, so I took it and I started riding with it, making a noise and my wife lost her fucking mind. So she started to record it and she goes, "No, don't stop, do it again." So that is, I was doing that and she recorded it and, it took a minute or something. But the side story to that is after I stopped, we turned around and we were right next to the bakery at a Walmart. We were in a side aisle and it faced the bakery. So I turned around and all the bakery staff is standing there staring at us. One of them is recording and another one walks by and goes, "Can you do that again? Because that was way too funny." So I stopped and
And you did it again.
I did it again.
You're retarded.
But now I'm adding a little extra step, a little, and they're dying. They're fucking dying.
Really? When was the last time you heard a horse go her?
A horse is a horse, of course. Anyway, so my point is that anytime that we can go out, this was a particular Walmart.
And don't forget, a month ago, you went to Walmart and you put a Christmas hat on.
Yeah,
that
sure.
was great. So I'm seeing a pattern here.
But my point is in take it as you will. My whole logic in doing that is if I can make her laugh and have a good time doing something so mundane as food shopping, then it's a memorable moment.
I agree.
And we can remember it in time and go, hey, you remember the time with the fucking stupid horse or whatever, And we've been. Here's another story, and this happened at the Providence Place Mall. And I was with my best friend Kevin, and I had all of my kids and my wife with me, and we were walking through the middle of the mall. And the way this mall works is, all the stores are on either side of the mall, and in the middle is a bunch of kiosks. Whatever the case is, whether it be, and this particular kiosk was a makeup thing, and the guy was reaching out to everybody going, "Hey, you want a makeover? You want this? You want that?" And the other thing.
Free sample.
Exactly. Well, in this particular one, the gentleman was trying to sell makeovers to people. So what happened is that my wife walked by, and he goes, "Hey, free makeover?" She goes, "No, I'm not interested." 2 of my kids walked by, my oldest and my middle, I believe. It might have been my youngest, but it doesn't matter. It was my oldest and my middle, let's say. And then I walk up to the guy and I go, "So you can make over your women, right? You can make over my partner, right?" He goes, "Absolutely, yeah. Just let me see her." And I go, good luck. And I walked by. Now, my best friend is the larger gentleman. He has a beard. He looks like he's a big burly dude with the beard.
You were gonna say like me.
Well, no.
I was gonna say, woo.
He's 5 steps behind me, and he stops, and he's with my youngest son, and he goes, "All right, well, if you're gonna make me over, make me over." And the guy's stuttering, he's stutter stepping, and going, "What are you talking about?" And without any hindrance or anything, he goes, "You told my husband that you can make his wife over again. I'm here. I want to be made over again." And the guy lost his fucking. He's like, he's losing his mind, right? So I am standing behind the guy at the kiosk, losing my shit. My wife stops, turns around. She's seeing what's going on. She's losing her shit, but she's doing it in a distinguished way. She's like, oh, kind of thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
So
We know your laugh. People have watched the podcast
yeah,
before.
fuck you. Okay. So the whole point of this is that my youngest is standing there. He's just like, can you? And he's starting to get into it, He's, "Can you help?" And the guy's stutter stepping, just stutter. And he goes, I can't do anything for you. And he goes, my friend goes, "Really?" And he storms away. The guy was dumbfounded. He had no idea what to fucking do. So the point is those particular situations, those stories that happen. I don't care if you're going food shopping, if you're going to watch paint dry. If you can make whoever you're with happy and laugh in a memorable moment, you did the right thing. If you go in something as mundane as food shopping and you can make it a memorable experience, you're doing the right thing. Now, understand there's a difference between making them laugh and then embarrassing them.
Of course. No, of course.
So here's another story. So we were at Target one day. And I have a tendency of speaking without thinking sometimes.
No way.
I know, it's hard to believe, but it's true.
Holy shit. The truth comes out.
So we're in the line to check out at Target, and I didn't realize there were only women around us. So the woman goes, "Would you like a bag?" And before my wife could answer, I go, "Oh, no, I got an old one right here." And if you could
You
hear
jackass.
a fucking pin drop in the entirety
You're
of the store.
such a piece of
Dude,
shit.
I turn around. Now my wife took it in stride. She went, "Oh, I deal with it all the time." She's starting to laugh, ha. And I turn around, and the woman behind me,
For your safety, she's laughing.
the woman behind me, she goes, she's got that the
Dear
face,
God.
right? The other cashier who's standing right behind me, she stops and turns around. And all the fucking people around us, everybody stopped dead. And I went, "Oh, wrong crowd to have that joke, huh?" And so my wife goes, "Oh, he's such an idiot." She played it off. And we got the fuck out of there. As soon as we walked out, she went, "You almost got fucking killed. You know
Yeah,
that,
you
right?"
did.
And I went, "Yeah, I know. That was a bad time." And I have one more story.
Okay.
All right. So this happened forever ago. I want to say we had just had our second son or something. And we were sitting in the car, and we had the radio going, listening to one of our 90s songs or whatever, and I'm dancing. I'm doing one of these things, arms are flailing, whatever the case is,
What the fuck is that?
Right? I'm just dancing. I'm in a car.
He
So-
looks, just so you guys know, because you're not seeing this.
You
he looks,
ever see the Right Said Fred? The "I'm too sexy for." That's the move I'm doing right now.
No, he's not. He looks like a go-go dancer in the 60s on a little pole. Okay? He's flailing around like he's doing the twist.
Well, regardless.
Yes.
We're pulling out into a main drag, and all of a sudden, this car behind us starts flashing their lights at us and honking and screaming, and I go, "What the fuck is going on here?" Right? So I stop dancing, and now we get to a 2-lane road. The car comes up on the side of us. It's two little old ladies, and they roll down their window and they start, "You stop hitting that fucking woman! I swear to God, I'm gonna get out of this car and kick your ass!" And I'm like, I'm looking at my wife, and she's like,
What did I do?
one of these things, and I go, "I'm not hitting anybody. I watched you hit her." And then the only thing I could think to do was, "Go fuck yourself." And I put my hand up to my wife, and I did one of these things, with the fist, right? And my wife, she, woo, But I can honestly say, in that particular instance, as we pulled away, we laughed a minute, and I went, You didn't really feel like I was going to hit you or anything like that."
Yeah.
I don't condone any type of violence towards women at all.
I mean, you also value your life.
I do.
And so, therefore, you wouldn't do that.
No. But no, even at that, I don't condone it all. You know what? And this is the God's honest truth. I told my kids, I said, "Listen, if you're ever with a woman and you feel that your life is in jeopardy, she's got a knife at you, she's coming at you, whatever the case is, all you can do is pop her once in the forehead to daze her and get the fuck out of there."
That's it.
I said, and even at that better be a dire fucking circumstance.
Yeah, seriously.
I said, outside of that, there's no rhyme or reason you should be touching a woman, unless it's foreplay or whatever the case is, and you guys have both agreed and signed the affidavit prior to.
I do agree with everything you're saying. That I think, I think it's just a trait of our family because let's be honest, we don't have the most stunning good looks. Okay, humor is
No.
the thing that works for us. And so one of the things I asked my girlfriend, I said, "What the hell do you see in me?"
It's the stutter step that you
and
do.
she goes, "Well, clearly it's not the looks."
And that's cool. That's right there. The jokiness of that is exactly the reason why she's a good chick.
Oh yeah, and she told me, she's like, "Nate, honestly, the fact that every time I'm around you, I know at some point I'm going to be laughing.
That's all that matters. And a lot of dudes out there, I mean, they're so self-centered and my looks and it's my way and it's all.
Oh.
It boggles the mind that these women stay with these guys when these guys granted we're not the bad boys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a stick 'em up kind of guy. I will make your ass laugh.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, unless you mean bad, like giving a girl a Dutch oven.
well, I mean that happens.
That has to
we're
happen.
fat. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, like it's going to happen.
It's not like it's something that we can stop.
Yeah.
Because even there are times where I wake myself up, go, oh my God, what the fuck?
It was funny. The other day, my girlfriend was leaving, and she went to give me a kiss. But we just had Chipotle.
Oh no.
So luckily, it wasn't coming out the other end yet. I was burping a lot, and so she comes really close, and I turn my head to the left, and I burp, and I blow it away from her. And
What was there, a fan on or something?
no, I just blew it away from her, and she goes, "Oh, gee, a real fucking gentleman."
That's great. That is awesome. So let me ask you,
Yeah.
what are your plans going away here? What exactly is it that you are planning? And now you said you were planning an itinerary. You said you're going to what is it?
Well, it's
the big fucking river thing or whatever. What the hell is it you're going to see? You're going to see the Hoover Dam, right?
With my father?
Yeah.
Yes, but I was actually going to bring, since we're talking about dating, I was going to bring up.
Oh,
that
I apologize.
we
All right.
we just me and her we just booked a vacation.
Oh, where you going?
We're going to see the family in the old Quebec.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
No, we're going to. No, we're not seeing the family. Let's be serious. No, we're going to old Quebec City.
Old Quebec, not
Yeah,
New Quebec.
Not New Quebec. The
Now, old Quebec's over on the. It's over next to what is
St. Lawrence.
St. Lawrence. All right.
Yeah, it's the old fortified city where, cause she. All right, so here's the reason. Do you know about this?
I have no idea.
All right, so one thing about my girlfriend is
You're
she
talking to me like I fucking know what you're talking
she
about.
wants to go to Europe.
Okay.
So she likes the whole thing, the whole scenery. of
Castles
Europe.
and shit like that. All right.
So in old Quebec, the city itself is walled off.
Yeah, it's an old castle setup.
It's
It's when the France came to Canada, that was their port of calling, right?
wrong. It's actually the biggest. It was the Battle of England, and it's after French was already established here.
Okay, but my point is that was their part of calling when they were here.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So France came to Canada, developed this area in Quebec, and then what happened was the English tried to raid the area, which they eventually did.
English are a bunch of dicks.
They just take what they want.
They're right.
And they were coming up the St. Lawrence, and still today, the cannons, the original cannons that were there,
Yeah.
are still there.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's a place called Chateau de Frontenac, which is on the same. It's
Every time he says something in French, it sounds terrible.
because I want, just in case, for God forbid, my grandmother's listening, she'll go, "Oh, look at Nathan! Nathan saying it's so good, the Chateau de Frontenac."
Nate, we were just talking about you and your old man doing a Rhode Island sandwich. You really think this is the
And it's
episode
probably not
that
a good
Mammy's going
episode
to
for her
listen to?
now.
No.
So
Nathan, what is the Rhode Island sandwich? Keep eye contact.
how long will you keep? Un, deux, trois, quatre. So the whole city is all cobblestone.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's still very European. And
Isn't it like foreign because it's foreign land?
well, it's very well. Of course, yes, it's foreign. But the English guards,
Yes.
they walk around.
So is it still English?
Yeah, no, it's owned. So here's the thing: it's owned by England, but in old Quebec, it's still the only place that in Canada that is primarily still a French-speaking.
Canada, yes.
So the thing about the area, and this is a true story, I've been there before. If you ever go to old Quebec, my recommendation is just try to speak French.
No.
So I went in there, and I was
you
like,
get the funky accent just because.
well, I went in there and I went to a restaurant. I'll never forget it. I was on a tour with school, and we went to the restaurant. And I said,
Your school went to fucking Quebec?
yeah.
Oh, dude, my school never left Rhode Island. I don't know.
I had to pay for it. I had to pay. So we went to Canada, and I went to this restaurant, and I was like, yeah, I'll take, can I have the double cheeseburger? Anglais, parler de français. And I'm like, un cheeseburger.
What in the butt?
Yeah.
What?
As soon as I said un cheeseburger, yes, monsieur, you want a cheeseburger? And I'm like, wow, dude, you had to be a dick. Like,
Oh yeah, dude. Anything French, you're a dick.
like if I say cheeseburger and you say un cheeseburger, does that make you know more than me?
I got to tell you honestly, French is the only, whether it's France or Canada, is the only type of people that will just treat you like shit because you don't speak the language.
Yeah, they very snooty, very nose to this.
Oh, very much so. Like I have gone to Spanish-speaking only houses, and these people are, I mean, they will literally give you the shirts off their backs. They try their hardest to understand where you're coming from, kind of thing. And even Portuguese, I used to have a next door neighbor. The Portuguese family would invite us. The food was fucking horrible because it was all kinds of weird fish.
Yep.
But they would at least try, But what are you doing?
I'm finding the hotel that we're staying at. So you
Well,
can get
why
in.
would you say that on the air?
Because who the fuck's gonna stalk me in Canada?
When is this supposed to happen?
We're going August 8th to it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we're coming back Sunday.
Motherfucker, we got to do more recordings?
Oh, blah blah blah.
Oh, fucking dick. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is a recording for when he goes away the second time. What a dick.
So this is one of the rooms. I ended up getting, because everywhere we were going, it was like $150 a night.
Now, let me ask you, is it set up almost like the English setups?
What, the hotel room?
Oh, yeah.
No.
The reason why is because when you go to like England or whatnot, everything is meant for like midget people.
Yeah, no. This is the room. I rented us a suite. It's called the Prestige Suite.
Oh, look at you.
Because here's the deal: if we stayed in Old Quebec, right, it was going to be $450 a night.
Is that American or Canadian?
American. So it would have been even higher in Canadian.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? We're going to go 20 minutes outside of the. Let me see that before you hurt yourself.
You shut up. I'm looking.
I don't trust you.
I'm not. I'm looking at the goddamn fucking hotel.
Okay.
I don't care if you got porn on your phone,
So
dick.
what happens is I decided, let's go 15 minutes outside of Old Quebec.
Is this like on a train route or something? Or you guys driving down there?
We're driving.
Oh,
and,
hey.
and this is 15 minutes outside of the city, and it's $450 for the entire trip.
Yeah, you get breakfast and whatnot?
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
So then what we're going to do is we're just going to do a day trip one day to Old Quebec. There's an aquarium I wanted to visit where the whole aquarium is a tunnel, and the whole aquarium's above
Oh,
you.
Christ. You're going to start doing Jaws 4, aren't you? You're going to be in Jaws 4. I can already feel it. They're going to look at you like a fucking seal. And
Well, I can't wait to do it, but I know there's going to be that kid with like a little, like a little cracker and with a thing, and he's going to chisel, and then the shark's going to come and eat my face.
First off, you're not going to have sharks out there. It's too cold.
Do you go swimming in the ocean?
I don't go to the ocean. I don't go in the
I don't know if you
sun.
know this, but you're like 15 minutes from the ocean, dude.
Here's the deal. Anytime my wife goes to the beach, like the beach in general, the only time I've ever gone to the ocean and enjoyed it is I did a polar plunge once for a Punks for Princess. It's a charity for a little girl that passed away. A friend of mine's family. They raise money
And
for.
you wonder why your heart rate is so low.
They raise money for cancers and stuff like that.
No,
It's,
I got you.
it was a good thing. You know what I mean? But it's the only time I've ever enjoyed it. And I'll be honest with you, it was fucking cold.
No, Jesus.
Hey, little history, folks. Cold, icy water is cold.
Yeah.
No.
Dude didn't have testicles. He had Skittles.
In the summertime, my wife loves the beach. She loves to go there. She loves to get burnt and look at me like I have special needs, tattoos running all over my body because she doesn't understand why she doesn't feel well because she's purple.
Oh yeah.
I was like, are you fucking retarded or what?
Yeah.
I
don't. Here's the thing. I'll go to the beach to go fishing.
I don't even do that.
I enjoy saltwater fishing.
Nah.
Maybe we could do one of those podcasts.
I ain't spending $85 for a fucking license to
Dude,
go.
I got you. boo-boo.
Okay.
All right.
This motherfucker's going to get me arrested for going
No.
saltwater fishing.
I'll get you the license. But the
Dude,
thing is
saltwater fishing is like $100. Seriously.
no, it's not.
It is. It's more expensive than a regular.
It's
fishing.
$17 in Rhode Island.
Fuck you, it is.
Fresh water is expensive.
No, it was the exact opposite when I went to go do it.
Let's look it up then. Huh, Toots?
Fucking dickhead.
Salt.
Because the guy offered me
Water
2 licenses, and the
license.
first one was $40-ish for the fresh water, and the second was like $75-$80 for the salt water.
Recreational saltwater fishing license.
Okay.
For Rhode Island. Now, before I get you the price for this, I want to make it known. I want to make it known that if you live in Rhode Island and you fish, you can fish in Rhode Island, Massachusetts.
I don't know anything about it.
Well, let me rephrase it. I'm just telling you.
Is
If
that
you-
with the salt water or
with a saltwater license? As long as you buy a saltwater license in the state that you live in,
Okay,
you can use it from Connecticut to Maine.
I didn't know that. So it's all New England, basically.
Yes.
All right.
I go every year. That's why I'm a big saltwater fishing guy. The cost. What is the cost of a Rhode Island saltwater license?
What the fuck? Why are you looking at me
The
like
cost of a yearly Rhode Island license is $7 for Rhode Island residents and $10 for non-residents.
So that dude must have been fucking blowing
A
smoke up my
temporary,
ass.
a
Then.
temporary 7-day Rhode Island license is available for both residents and non-residents for $5.
I'm telling you right now, when I was going
And
to this
if you're-
place down the road, and that dude tried to, he said it was $80 for salt water.
Here's the cool thing: if you're on
Or
disability,
wait, it might have been combined.
maybe
Did they have a combined one?
it's expensive for freshwater.
All right,
Very
all right.
expensive. If you have a disability, if you're on disability,
Look at
or,
me.
or or you are retired, like a senior citizen, you get your fishing license for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why Pepe fishes? Because
Yeah.
it's cheap?
It's all you have to do is go down to the town hall and you can get
Have
it.
you ever fished with them?
Okay.
I
I have a story.
I have once, and I got to tell you, it was great. Let me finish my story, and I'll let you. I'll
Okay.
let you do it.
Okay.
So, I was maybe 9, 10 years old.
Did he pull out the telescopic pole?
Oh no, this is great. He
Okay.
didn't have that at the time. So we were in Mass somewhere at a bridge, and nobody was catching anything.
Yeah.
So
Big surprise there.
I cast out. I catch whatever kind of fish it was, and it was a big fucking fish. And my grandfather is all happy. He's, how Pepe gets, oh, look at these.
look at
Oh,
you."
yeah. So he's helped me take it off, and people are gathering around yelling at us to throw the fish back because they want us to.
They want a chance to
want
get
to try to get it. And my grandfather couldn't, obviously, he doesn't speak English very well. He couldn't understand them, but he could understand that they were being aggressive. So you could tell he was getting pissed off because he wasn't speaking English anymore. He was talking to all, and I'm sitting there going, I don't know what's going on here. And it didn't help that I was out for a sick day. I was sick. And the only people that could watch me was my grandmother and grandfather. And my grandfather thought it was a good idea to take me fishing. So I might have not been 10. I might have been younger than that. But I remember that to this day because every time I see Pepe, hey, you going fishing? I go, oh, yeah, not today, Pep. Oh, you remember the big fish?
So all right. So nowadays, he has a little telescopic pole.
Oh, I've seen it. It's all of like 4 feet long or something like that.
If that. So he'll go to the reservoir near his house.
Well, yeah, the one that he fell off of.
Yes. Yes. So he,
Our grandfather used to ride a moped. And
for about 6 minutes.
he rode a moped. Hey, he rode it a lot.
I know.
And one particular day, there's a trestle with train tracks and the whole nine.
I had to go get him.
So what happened is my grandfather's getting up there in age, and he's becoming kind of senile and deaf. So he thought it was a great idea to ride the train trestles next to this bridge, and he decided to off-road it. And
Yeah, he hit the edge of the train track and went in the ditch.
yeah, no, he
Like head first. And the thing is we all found out about him. We all drove down there, and I remember my father was freaking out.
Oh yeah, no, because I originally heard that he's in the hospital. He's probably gonna die.
Yeah, that's how the story. It's the game of telephone in my family is terrible.
They are not good.
He got a cut on his head. He had an aneurysm. He's dying. Like that's how quick it escalates. So we get there, and my father, I hear my father. Hey, Pepe, the moped, and then Pepe go, hey, Andre, don't me moped, and this is how it's going, and my father, my grandfather's climbing out of the ditch. He gets out of the ditch. He looks at my father. I'll never forget. He goes, Andre, go get the moped. Sends my dad in the ditch to go get it.
That's awesome.
So, needless to say, let's get back to the fishing story. I have 2 really good fishing stories.
All right.
One with me and Pepe, and one with me and Pepe and my dad. So, it was actually both the same year. So, he has his little telescopic pole. I have a feeling, because he goes to the reservoir all the time.
Yep.
I think the fish personally know him.
Yeah, it's the same fish he keeps catching.
Because here's the thing.
This is Steve. That's Dave.
So he sits in a chair on the edge.
Yep.
He pulls out his telescopic pole. He puts an artificial worm on it, and he drops it. And when I say drop, I mean right off the edge. He doesn't cast.
He doesn't cast
it
at all.
It drops right in front.
That's awesome.
It's about this deep. When I say that, it's about 6 inches deep in the water, and all of a sudden, and he'll go, and I'm like, what? And then he pulls up. It'll be like a 3-foot bass. He'll put it back. 2 minutes later, another 3-foot bass. I think it's still the same fish named Jimmy.
I don't think he let it go. I think he just. It may look like he took it off, but he just left it on.
Yeah. So we went. My father said one day to my mother, he goes, I really want to have a good day fishing with my father and my son. And so I said, all right, we'll go fishing. And my mom's like, okay. And so we go to this place. We went to 5 locations.
Oh God.
The first one we went to had a waterfall.
Ooh.
Pepe drops his line in.
I don't like these.
He goes, 10 minutes go by. Now, I've already snagged a tree 4 times, and my father's, he's not catching anything. 10 minutes just go by. Andre? Yep. No fish over here. All right. So we went to a dock.
Oh, God.
The dock went out 60 feet. We're in the middle of the stinking lake with this dock. Of course, Pepe drops it.
Sink.
Pepe drops it dead center, like right off the edge.
Oh, yeah.
I'm casting 40 feet out. My father's casting 100 feet out. And we're catching fish. Pepe goes, there's no fish here. And I said, okay. And this is when I knew it was going to be a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
I said, Pepe, why is there no fish? Let me tell you, Nathan. There's no fish because there's no birds. I said, what? He goes, there's no birds, so there's no fish. I looked at my father with a smirk on my face. He goes, just listen to you, Pepe. I said, Pepe, how does not having birds have anything to do with no fish? Well, Nathan, do you not know how the circle of life goes? The birds come down, they eat the fish. If there's no birds, there's no fish, duh. He made me look stupid. He just taught me a coming-of-age tale that I was unaware of.
He did. Oh, that's awesome.
So we went to 3 more places, and finally, my father looks at me. He goes, I'm going to kill your grandfather today. And I said, why?
I'm going to bury him in the fucking yard.
He goes, everywhere there's no fish here, there's no fish there. Apparently anywhere there's a lake, there's no stinking fish. So he goes, I said, all right, well, what are we doing? He goes, I'm dropping your grandfather off. I said, all right. He goes, I'm going to drop him off, and you and me, we're going to go to Bristol. I said, okay. So we go to Colt State Park.
Oh, yeah, yep.
There's a special spot over there. It's a boat ramp I like to go to. I've caught stripers, flounder. I've caught everything there. And so
you could put 4 fish in front of me, and yep,
they're all the same. So I cast out and I catch a fish, and I looked at my father without hesitation. I said, "You see that?" He goes, "You caught a fish." I said, "There's no fucking birds in the sky. No, is there? No birds."
See, it would have been much funnier if you went, no, but there's no birds in the sky.
There's no birds in the sky, but I caught a fish. So I gotta say, with all love, I love my Pepe, but he's very old school, and it's just. I remember I took him to saltwater fishing.
Off of a dock or like on a boat or something.
So he's a freshwater guy.
Oh yeah.
He brought. I'll never forget it. He brought his telescopic pole
You
to go
can't do it,
saltwater
yeah.
fishing.
What happens if you get a big fucking fish? Don't worry.
Don't worry, I'll go get him.
There is no birds here.
So I went. We cast out, and sure enough, there was a. I'll never forget it. He caught a fish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He said it was snagged. I watched his pole bend, and his line got cut. Probably because he has the cheapest freaking 1 pound line on there.
Dude, have you ever? I tell you what. Here's something that you need to do with Pepe. And ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, please realize that our grandfather is possibly one of the greatest guys in the world.
Oh, yeah.
We're not saying anything to make him feel bad or whatever the case is. If any of our family members are listening, it's just these are funny stories that we remember of him. He's not gone or anything like that,
no.
but it's just funny. I think we have to have a little just a little make sure everybody's aware of that.
Oh no, I will say.
The guy's an asshole. He used
No.
to beat me. No,
So
that
just
never
to give you
happened.
the kind of mentality our Pepe has, as people know, I have a girlfriend, and I do not allow my girlfriends to ever meet my Pepe anymore.
Tell him why, Nate.
Every time,
This guy's got a weird fucking mindset.
every time I'll have a girl, I could date her for 1 year, I could date her for 2 weeks. It doesn't matter. A week after they meet my grandfather, they dump me.
Dude, you realize that we look just like him.
Yeah, we do. So here's the thing. I said to Pepe, we had a cookout. You remember the cookout where we talked
yeah.
about having
Yeah,
a podcast?
yeah.
I said to Pepe, he said, Nathan, where is your girlfriend? I said, I'm not having you meet her. And he goes, why not? Because when they meet you, they dump me. And he goes, straight face, looked me dead in front of the whole family. Well, when they see a good-looking man, they leave the one they're with. And I'm like, what?
And I love the fact that Anthony just went Russian on that. Did you guys hear? When they leave the good-looking man.
Das Vedanya. Although I will give credit, what's that guy from Bonanza?
Guys from Bonanza.
The main actor from Bonanza. That's who Pepe looks like.
I have no fucking
So
clue.
what you guys got to understand is,
He's big in the fucking westerns, though. I got to give him that.
Our Pepe
As
is
deaf as the day is long.
Six-
It's great. It's great when you go to his house. You talk directly to him, and he will shake his head to no end. And when you walk out of the room, he'll ask everybody else what you said to him.
yeah, and he's old school. Like his job now that he's older is just to piss off his wife.
Oh yeah, that's what he does. And my meme loves that. She loves it.
Oh yeah.
She sits there and she goes, "One day he will be gone, and they'll not have to worry about it."
he keep making these jokes, and then I kill him. He forgets who cooks his food. So he's about 6 feet. 6'1"?
No, he's a little shorter now. He's
All right, maybe
he's
5'11".
probably 5'11", 5'12", 5'12". Yeah, he's 6 feet. What a dickhead. 5'10", 5'11", that
The
area.
best set of hair you will ever see.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know,
No,
like classic white, perfect hair.
The thing you got to understand is Nathan did not receive those genes.
I can't stress to you how pissed I am. I told my
Now,
girlfriend.
me, on the other hand,
Yeah. I told my girlfriend. I said, I swear to God, if I get a cul-de-sac of a haircut, I'm gonna go bald. I'm gonna shave it off.
But the thing about that is he's the guy that now I have told everybody in my life that I grow a white trash beard.
Yeah.
It's quite literally. If you look at Joe Dirt in the movie, he's like, "Is that how your beard grows?" It's exactly how my beard grows. I got the spacing, and it grows in patches.
It's blotchy.
It's blotchy. Oh yeah, no,
I have a beard.
He does, and I'll give him that. But where he gets it on his face, he doesn't have it on his head.
No.
Whereas I can't get it on my face, I have flowing wolf locks in my hair.
I actually, I'm gonna show you this. I took a picture the other day.
While he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to quickly. Oh yeah, he's going definitely bald.
I was so scared.
I'm going to quickly do useless knowledge.
Useless knowledge.
We gotta record something. I don't have anything recorded for that.
We had the Jeopardy thing, but we never finished it.
We never did finish it.
No.
No, we gotta get on board.
Yeah.
All right. So today's useless knowledge, as we come to the end of the show, is Nate, say goodbye. No, did you know that more than 40 skyscrapers in New York City have their own zip codes?
Really?
Yep. No, well, that's what this book says. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, all my useless knowledge facts are coming from Uncle John's Actual and Factual Bathroom Reader, volume number 31. I used to look it up for all kinds of different places and get 17 different things and what have you. And fuck it. If it's wrong, it's because the book is.
I'm trying to think. There was actually something with that. Let me see. Do you know the hotel that I'm staying at, right?
Okay.
In Vegas. Another fun fact. It's called the Stratosphere.
Okay.
It is the tallest observation tower in the United States.
Yep. Never get me up there.
I told my father, because all right,
I have one phobia.
Heights?
One. Just one.
heights.
Heights.
I have lots.
I know this.
So I said to my father, I said, he's deathly afraid of heights.
Well, I'm sorry. I have two phobias, but I'll get the other one later.
So I said to him, we're going to go up to the top of that.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, no. And I said, yeah. And he goes, no. I said, listen, you got two choices.
I wouldn't do it. I'd
Well-
go, fuck you. Have a good day.
Up on the top of that, there's 3 rides.
Yep, nope.
There's a roller coaster.
I've seen that on Travel Channel, and fuck you.
Yeah, I'm not going on it.
Yeah.
There's a bungee jump.
Fuck you.
So here's the thing about the bungee jump. Tell me this isn't freaky, guys. There's a restaurant outside of the Stratosphere.
What happened?
And they warn you. They warn you while you're eating your food that you may see somebody screaming and almost hit the ground. Imagine you having a Philly cheesesteak sandwich and you see Thomas just almost hit the ground.
I'm so deranged, I'd probably just sit there and stare and go, all right, yeah, let's try it.
But no, I told him his options are either he can go on the roller coaster or one of those rides, or he can just go up there and take a couple pictures.
I'm going to tell you right now, fuck you. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to the casino.
But you don't gamble, man.
Yeah, well, if I had a choice between that and gambling,
You'll
I'm
put
a gambling
$100 in a
fucking
slot
fool.
machine.
Yeah, no, that's what's going to happen.
We're going to go to the Mob Museum.
Yeah, well, that's cool. They actually, I think out there, they actually have a oddities museum as well.
Yeah, they have a like a Ripley's.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So there's a couple things that we're going to visit, because I remember you brought that up earlier. We're going to do a
Eiffel Tower.
I want to go to the Eiffel Tower.
Uh-huh. You're going to perform an Eiffel Tower, and you're going to go to the
Jesus
Eiffel Tower.
Christ.
Eye
We're-
contact.
We're going to go
Rhode
to a
Island
couple
sandwich.
ghost towns.
I always wondered how that works. I mean, I know there's a ghost town. I want to say it's out in Vegas. I could be completely wrong. I've read a story recently, and I forgot the geographic placement of it. But there's a town where when you go there, it still has all of,
The buildings.
Not just buildings, but like bottles and
Yeah.
and what have you. And it's cursed. So, and I could be wrong where it is, but the particular town is, the history on it is that anybody that has...
What the hell was that?
The fuck is wrong with you?
You didn't hear that?
Oh, stop! It's a dog. So anyway, the way it was told to me in the story was, anybody that has ever taken anything from this particular town, whether it be nails or a bottle or any kind of souvenir, it wasn't anything spectacular. It was just something stupid. Every single one of those people, somebody has died in their lives, and the entirety of their life has gone to shit pretty quickly. And so much so that the things that these people take continuously get mailed back to the town. And it supposedly stops all the negative juju or whatever you want to call it.
So I was looking. There's 3 ghost towns
All right.
that we're gonna go check out, and
You guys might want to go see if they have any of those escape rooms over there. That might
there
be a
is
cool one.
There is one. It's called Lockdown.
He loves escape rooms.
Love them. If you guys know of any really good ones and you think I should check it out, please let us know. But there's a ghost town.
He's going to have a safe word. Flugga.
There's one of the ghost towns is fully done, and the buildings are still there. It was an old mining shaft,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm telling you, it's totally like Hills Have Eyes.
Now, let me ask you a question. Now, have you had this discussion with your father? I know your father's a strong-willed gentleman. Has he realized that this is what you want to do? Like, or is he going there with the assumption that, okay, we're going to go do this thing, and then I'm going to be able to have a lot of time to do whatever the fuck I want to do kind of thing?
No, so we've agreed. mutually that we are not going to be in the casino like before 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So
Okay.
we're going to spend our day out.
Oh, that's a good. But you got to realize that it's also going to be 400 fucking degrees.
The temperature actually during the whole time we're there, the high is going to be about 55.
Yeah, you're out of your fucking mind.
Oh, look it up, I
Yeah,
swear.
55 Celsius maybe.
No, I swear to God. It's because it's freezing over there right now.
I don't know, man.
I know you're thinking what
I don't know,
I
man.
thought the same thing.
It's
I did
the
not know.
desert. It's the fucking desert.
So we're gonna go to Siegfried and Roy, their tiger, see the white tiger.
You gonna see the one that ate Siegfried?
Yeah, we're gonna go to.
Did they stuff him?
Siegfried and Roy. They have the dolphins too. We're gonna go to.
You know they got if you could swing it, there's a magician / comedian that
Piff the dragon.
no.
Oh, because there's a magician comedian named Piff the Magic Dragon.
Oh,
We're
I
gonna
don't
go see him.
know. Shit, I already forgot the guy's fucking name. He's like he's like a magician, but a dirty magician, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
And that could be something that your old man could be into.
yeah. We're also going. One of the things I want to do is I want to play the old slots where you put the coins in the quarters.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, for me, I want to do that. We're gonna go to what is that place? Market Street or something like that, where it's all street performers and stuff like that. We're gonna go to the Bellagio and we're gonna see the water fountain. We're gonna go to the Mirage and see the fire come flying out.
Yeah, what's that one where they do like a pirate show, pirate ship sinking or something like that? Is there something?
That
over
might
there?
be the Mirage.
Is that what? All right, I don't know.
We're gonna go to see Count Customs and the Pawn Star shop.
Oh yeah, you're gonna walk in there and gamble some more.
I want to go. I want to meet Chumley.
I don't think they're open anymore. Are
So what happened was they're open and Chumley owns a candy store behind the place.
they? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Come on in, kids.
Want some candy, little
You
girl?
want some candy?
So it should be a good time.
Oh shit, we went long tonight.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Yeah, we'll save a Nate's Corner for another day. Doesn't have to happen. You know what?
that's a good
We're already
corner.
long, and we got we got plenty of stuff that we can talk about.
We'll
another
talk
day.
about it on a Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is a pre-recorded show. You know, we will be back live in a couple of days. I can't give you dates right now because obviously we're recording this prior to the dates. The weeks that Nathan are not here, the days Nathan aren't here are, what's the live one?
I will be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Very good. What's the fucking date?
29th through the 3rd.
Jesus Christ. One of those days is for this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've already established that these are recorded, and nothing special here. You know, we just wanted to put stuff out there. We're definitely not going to take any kind of hiatus anytime soon. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, and I won't be taking another vacation till August. So,
What a dick.
because Lord knows it's costing money, baby.
Do you think this motherfucker would have invited his,
I'd
his
kill you.
counterpart?
I would kill you.
No.
If I had to spend a week in, I would kill you.
Why? What for? Help me out. Why?
Because I'd be like, we'd be in Canada and be like, oh, let's go dog sledding. And you'd be like, all right, I'll sit in the sled and you be the dog. Like, just dumb shit.
You know what? When I'm on vacation, I'm a completely different guy.
Yeah?
Here's a good example. We went to Florida, and when you go to Florida, I don't know if you ever been or not, but
Disney?
we went to Disney.
I hate it.
Well, let me explain. So we went to Disney, and the way Disney works is when you stay at the property, you have these passes, and you can go fucking anywhere. So,
Still expensive, though. Oh, my
well,
God.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not pretty, but it is what it is. You don't have to pay for anything while you're there.
Yeah.
That's the only saving grace. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of it, but
Did you pay for food?
it was a part of the package.
It was.
There was, I could go into it, but it's like 27 different fucking things. You get a breakfast, or you get a half a lunch, or if you want, the particular deal that we got had 6 sit-down meals. The only thing that I liked about it is that every time that we go there, they have one of those rainforest cafes over at the Animal Planet. And while we're there, we do a sit-down for Rainforest Cafe, and the fucking food is phenomenal. But we all, when you go in there, you can get steaks. and prime rib, that kind of thing. We every time we would go there, we'd go into that property and we'd get like $400 worth of a meal, completely comped.
Oh yeah.
So everything that we it was like, we can get this, we can get that, we can get like my youngest son was with us. I was like, he's getting a prime rib. I don't want. Fuck you, getting a prime rib, you know. so,
We're getting our money's worth.
yeah,
tonight.
right. You know, so you know what it is? It's more of a younger person place, or for somebody that really is into it. I would rather. I've never ever in my life have been to Universal. I want to go there. But I think the next vacation I'm doing is my son's going to be graduating shortly in a couple of years. I think my wife and I are going to finally go on a vacation for ourselves. We're probably going to go on a cruise or something like that.
Now that would be something. If you wanted to do like your wife and you,
I would do my wife and me.
I would go on a vacation, bring my girlfriend, and I would do something
My
like that.
my mindset is 4 years from now, give or take, is when we're doing it.
Well, put it this way: if in 4 years I still got the same girlfriend, then chances are I'm married.
That's why we're going on a singles cruise. You didn't let me finish, dude. We're going on a singles cruise because at that point, fuck you, I don't want to be with you anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But
I'd like
no,
to do the Alaskan.
no. You know what? My wife has asked me time and again to do warmer climates. I would absolutely love to go do the Alaskan one. That's my ultimate dream to do that one. I actually worked with a gentleman who did that like 6 different times. He said it's one of the most peaceful. It's cold as shit, but it's one of the most peaceful fucking things he's ever done. Like he would splurge and get the balcony. I guess it's balconies or something like that. And in the morning, he would go out there with his tea or his coffee, whatever. He'd bundle up, obviously, and he was able to sit there and look at the the ice caps and what have you.
Just read a
and-
book and enjoy life.
Well, the thing is, you don't spend. I mean, it's fucking sub-zero of it. You can call it what you will. It's fucking cold. So, obviously, while you do it, the thing with the Alaskan one is that there's not really a lot of protocols.
No.
You're just going out there to look at the scenery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think, my idea, whether or not it happens, I think, like Jamaica, something along those lines.
Yeah, the only one I wouldn't go on is the Canada one because I heard the water is so brackish that it's very easy to get sick.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't like boats.
Yeah, if we go on it, I'm telling you right now, I would like 3 days before leaving, I'd go to the doctors, give me a fucking shot, make sure I'm good.
Here's the deal. I have 2 phobias, as I said earlier. The first is heights. The second is enclosed spaces. Truly.
On a boat?
Well, that's just it. That's the problem. And one of my good friends who every year he goes on a fucking cruise, he goes, it's not like that. He goes, and the thing is he enjoys the nightlife of it. And I go, okay, so let me ask you a question because I'm skeptical. I go, what do you do on a boat when you're not going from port of call to port of call? What do you do? He goes, it's got everything. And I go, okay, well, explain to me what everything is. He goes, you can go gamble? I don't gamble. He goes, they got bars across the entire thing. I go, I don't drink. He goes, well, they got food. I go, okay, it's food. Okay, cool. He goes, the food that you can get anything you want on the boat, and it's part of the deal. And I go, okay, well, that's cool for like a day and a half, 2 days. That'll get boring.
You can go to the movies. You can go to comedy clubs.
Well, he was sitting, and he goes, the ones that we go on, they usually have nightclubs. I go, I don't dance. And he stops and he goes, yeah, you probably wouldn't do good on a cruise. And I go, see, I told you. I drink, but it's not. I mean, if I have a beer a month, that's pretty much an excess.
My good friends Alex and Kristen,
Oh, yeah.
they just went on a cruise this past year, and it was a specialty cruise.
Oh,
It was themed.
one of those.
They
All right.
went on a steampunk cruise.
I can't get into that stuff.
It was what they're into.
Yeah,
And they all
yeah.
dressed for it, and the thing is these cruise ships. I don't mind it because I'd go to a comedy show, I'd go watch a movie, I'd go hang in the pool. You can go to the gym, you could do a number of things. Me, I'd be in the casino.
Oh, well, that's just. I mean, yeah, okay. Here's the question. All right, you're on a cruise. Generally, it's 7 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Generally, there's 7 days, 5 to 7 days. Let's just use 7 as an example. Now, out of those 7 days, 3 or 4 of them you're just on the open ocean, right? That sounds pretty
About right, yeah.
accurate. So, how many of those days can you go to the casino? Can you go to the? Can you do? You know what I mean? It doesn't sound all that appealing to me.
Well,
It just-
I agree. That's why I was having a problem when my father and me originally talked about Vegas. I'm like, 6 days.
that's the point. And right now you have an agreement, but I guarantee you that's going to change.
Well, at that point, if it really does, and he wants to do his own thing, I'm all for it.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably, just because I know how I am, I'll probably go to like some Texas Hold'em tournaments that are like $10-20 entry fee,
There you go.
and do those
Oh,
because
that would be a cool time, though. I mean, I think that would be I mean, you should really try to do that anyway.
I love Texas Hold'em.
I'm saying you should try to do that anyway. Like take, hey, old man, you know what, man? This particular day, I'm going to try to get into this, whatever the case it is.
Yeah,
And
because
you know
I
what?
know me.
That's all you.
Because
Have a good day.
if I sit in front of a slot machine, I could go through $1,000 in 2 hours and not blink an eye.
See, that doesn't. I don't. And ladies and gentlemen, I have zero place or concern about anybody and what they do with their time. I just can't fathom how interesting it is to sit in front of a slot machine. I've done it before. It's not very fun. I mean, truly, it's not.
Well,
what is the excitement of that?
it's as soon as when you do hit.
Yeah, but you have to hit to get to that
Yeah,
point.
but you do. You always get a hit. Whether it's a small one or a big one, you get a hit. And all of a sudden, as soon as you do it, the lights go off.
I just
and then
don't get it.
the little visual, and then the endorphins go through your brain, and you're like, oh my God, I won something.
I'll tell you right now, that has happened to me, and the only thing that I thought of doing was taking the money and leaving.
So here's why I've calmed down.
Okay.
Because you knew I was going a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I calmed down because I went to Foxwoods with the girlfriend. And in about 45 minutes to an hour, I went through $450.
That's a lot of fucking money.
And it didn't hit me until I just bought the hotel room for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and
That's what I'm
Sunday,
saying.
and it was the same price.
But you blew it in an hour versus
So
4 days.
So that's why that's what. Like I sat there, and she said to me, she's like, "Do you understand how much further that money can go?"
Well, and here's the deal. You and I both have lifestyles where that kind of money may or may not be all that substantial. I mean, you're
You don't
single.
think about it right now.
You're single.
Yeah.
You don't really have a lot of overhead. That that kind of thing. So, for myself, $400. That's a substantial amount of money. But if I have to pay it, it's not going to kill me.
Yeah, it's not the end of the
You know
world.
what I mean? So, but there are people in this world that $400 is what they make for a month.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and
Yeah.
you don't look at it from that perspective because, it's your money, fuck you, I don't care. It is that kind of thing. But, I think where your girlfriend was coming from is, she's looking at it from the perspective of that money could be utilized in a much grander scheme and be used so much more logically and more funly, I guess. Funly, is that the right word?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, here's how I looked at it. I looked at it like, hey, my car payment was $435.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a car payment anymore, so now I got $435 I could spend.
I
with
mean, you
them.
could buy 435 vibrators with that, and then,
But then I sat back and I really took the time to think it through, and it didn't hit me until I rented the room. That really
Oh, yeah.
like 4 days in a hotel. That's substantial.
That is that's a lifestyle at this point.
And I mean, it's a suite with
Oh, yeah.
jacuzzi, hot tub,
Very
balcony,
sweet.
like huge.
Very sweet.
Yeah, very
Very sweet.
very sweet.
Yeah,
I like
very
that.
sweet. Come on, goddammit.
That was a bad joke.
It's getting old.
But I sat there and I'm like, wow. Or 450. That's like 4 really nice nights out.
Yeah, I mean that's renting a brandy new fucking one of those high end cars for a day or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it from the perspective of you can blow it in a couple hours, and whether you get the high or whatever the case is, or you can utilize it for something in your life that you'll enjoy.
Yes.
I mean, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you as well. Do you enjoy sitting there for all those hours while you're doing it, or are you just doing it to try to get that high of winning?
I think it's always the. So like as you knew, I was gambling online for a little bit.
I mean,
And-
again, if you're having fun with it, I'm not here to argue with you.
And what happens is, I remember I dropped $75 and I won $2,000,
That's awesome.
and that's like a great return. And then you're like, okay, so you drop another 75, that doesn't hit. And you're like, well, I'm up $2,000, so where's the limit?
I'm up 100 and
And the worst time of my life, and I remember I actually physically got sick over this, was I won, this is years ago, this is when I was really dumb. I went in with $100 into Twin River, and I won $3,600.
wow, that's a lot of money.
That was a lot of money. And I walked out with $86.
You're an idiot.
And I left, and I got in my car. I made it about a mile down the road, and I threw up. And it was because I didn't realize I was looking for that second high.
Oh yeah.
And you got to remember, for a guy who doesn't drink, I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke weed, I don't do anything. That was my high.
I get it, but that particular high is worse than all the ones you just said.
Yeah.
There are people in our lives, and no names because I'm just not going to go there. That are very addicted to gambling, and I am not that person. I just don't get it. I would rather go to a Dave and Buster's and get those tickets versus actually going to a casino. Because I know I'm going to get something out of it. It might be a piece of shit fucking plastic thing, but at
But
least
you're getting something. For
I'm
it.
getting something out of it. You know
Well,
what
that's
I mean?
why I said this was my New Year's resolution.
Yep.
Other than
Oh, you're doing a good job.
Vegas.
You're doing a good job. You're
And
going to blow all your money in Vegas, but you're doing a good job until then.
I just want to see, because like I said, I went through my credit cards and I found $250 of like stupid things that we're spending per month.
All porn.
All of it.
All of it.
Yep. It was that granny porn.
That fucking dude, his hand is a hook right now because he can't unfucking. he stopped with he stopped. His girlfriend thought he. The reason why his girlfriend's with him. The reason why his girlfriend's with him because she has a knack for special people with issues.
That's great.
His hand was stuck in a hook.
That was so bad.
Anyway, back to the story. So there are people in our lives that they forever put on the social medias like hey I won $50, I won $60, and these are the people that are constantly at all these casinos and
But they don't ever say how much they lose.
exactly. So almost every situation, I'm a dick, so I'm going to tell you right now. Every situation I go, hey, how much did you spend? And they go, it doesn't matter. I won. I go, but it does, and I'll make the notation going, hey, you won 60, 50, $80, whatever the case is. But if you put $100 in, you're actually down 20.
Yeah, that's the thing. Real gamblers like myself will always say that, hey, I won $250. Oh, yeah, you walked out with $250? Yeah, I walked out. How much did you walk in with? Well, I walked in with $100. So you didn't win $250. You won $150.
Yeah.
No, but it's $250 though.
Yeah, right.
So
And that's what it gets you. And if you notice, whenever you go to a casino, there's no clocks.
there's no clocks and they pump it full of oxygen.
They do. And, the one reason why I won't go to casinos, the main reason is because they smoke. I don't I don't do well with smokes.
That's what I'm a little concerned about for Vegas.
Wow, smoking?
Well, because I'm not going to smoke, but I know even when I go to Twin River for a few hours, I walk out and my head is splitting.
I can't even go to Twin River is a local casino here. It's a little hole in the wall.
Well, so a few years ago,
Just for people who don't know.
when I was 18, I got tested. I'm actually allergic to cigarette smoke, and I was a smoker.
Oh, good.
So it didn't affect, and I talked to the doctors about it. It doesn't affect people who are allergic when they're smoking.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the smell of other people smoking.
I just quit because, whatever the case. I was a smoker, and I just don't want to be around it anymore.
Yeah, I almost died. So I was like,
Yeah,
I guess
big
I'll
stretch
stop.
from the norm. Yeah,
the huge for me.
So, fuck, we've gone long. All right, you know what? We're going to end this soon.
Hopefully they came already.
What?
Listening to our voices for extra time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I went there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let Nate ramble off all the bullshit, and then I'll ask him the final question.
All right. So, people, you know, you can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify. Check us out on YouTube, Twitch. You can see us on Facebook Live on Sundays. All that good stuff. iTunes, I mentioned that. What's the other one? Oh, you can check us out on the Google Play Store under
Podbean?
podcasts. Oh, Podbean. Or our very own .com. You can go to fatguysquared.com. Check out everything from the merchandise to all of our podcasts, our videos, all that good stuff.
And if you follow us, thank you.
My cousin went through puberty, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you go through iTunes, please like the podcast, and you put whatever you want in there. It's not meant for anything but getting our podcast out there, really. Even if you're not a subscriber through the podcast app for Apple, go in there and just like it, and put a little notation and 5-star it for us. It really does help get it out there for other people to enjoy our luscious voices. I don't know about the Windows stuff. The fucking
Fuck Windows.
Yeah, okay. All right. There goes my question. Fuck you. Okay, Nate.
Yes.
How was your week, brother?
It was okay. I told you about the situation that happened with the oil at work.
You didn't tell them, but we'll do it another day.
We'll do it another day. It was great. I had a great week, eventful week. I got to leave work a couple hours early one day, and that's that.
He oiled himself up, and he ran around calling himself the State Puff Marshmallow Man. It was weird.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now you just sound like you're burping.
Oh, yeah?
I'm having a decent week. It's not a
Good.
great week. It's not a bad week. It's a decent week. And
Now you're going upstairs, getting some sleep.
yeah,
You're beat.
I'm already up an hour beyond my bedtime at this point.
Yeah. And your hair says you already are asleep.
It's fucking 9:30. Ladies and gentlemen, I work early in the morning. So that being said, have a lovely day, Nathan. Right now, you're probably looking at prostitutes trying to figure out which one the
Rhode Island sandwich.
the Rhode Island sandwich is going to happen with. That being said, enjoy your time over there, sir.
Extra mayo.
Extra. That's terrible. All right, folks. Love you.
Toodaloo,
Bye-bye.
boo-boos.